So let's talk about the defense. If you're looking at this game in terms of narratives, it was a very positive game for the offense because it really quieted the Mac Jones talk. Brock Purdy was great. I mean, Mac Jones wouldn't have done any better in this game. It quieted the Brandon Ayuk talk. Ricky Pearsall was great. Brandon wouldn't have done any better in this game. But it started a whole conversation about the defense because, I mean, when it goes up against Shador Sanders in the wind, or Bryce Young at home, or Jacoby Brissett, looks great. But when it goes up against a good quarterback, it looks awful. And Cam Ward is a good quarterback, a rookie, but you can see he's a lot better than Shador Sanders. And honestly, at times I felt like he was better than Brock in this game. The difference is Brock has Hall of Famers on his offense, and this dude has Alec Ayamanor and other players I've never heard of. Tony Pollard was good. But at one point, when the fourth quarter started, the Niners were up, what, 17? Let me look this up. What were they up? I want to get this right. Hold the phone. When the fourth quarter started, the Niners were winning 21. They were up 21 when the fourth quarter started. That game should be fucking over. It's the Titans. You're up 21. Put them out of their misery. Run the ball. But on 3rd and 10, from the 44, Kyle calls a deep pass, a deep drop, a pass with a deep drop. I'm going to use English here. Brock Purdy fumbles. Hey, how about hand it off, man? What would Jim Harbaugh would never lose a game like this. Kyle Shanahan's the guy who's lost with a 25-point lead in the second half. Don't do this. It's the Titans. This game should have been over in the third quarter, but with 4 minutes left, you're up 10? Because not only did you let the Titans strip the ball from your quarterback, that play was scary too because he got his hand hit as he was throwing. It looked a lot like the play in Philly, the NFC Championship game where he blew out his elbow. Thank goodness he didn't do that, Kyle. So then you give up, like, you take this unnecessary risk where you should have just handed off to McCaffrey for a draw and punted. Punt the fucking ball, but you don't. You give the ball to the Titans. First play, 43-yard completion to Van Jefferson. Next play, touchdown pass to a defensive tackle. Then you drive it down for a field goal. You give the ball back to Tennessee. Tony Pollard for 20. Tony Pollard for 7. Tajay Spears for 20. Tony Pollard touchdown. Like, the defense is terrible. Against Tennessee, you saw what it looked like against the Rams. This defense, I mean, obviously it's missing Fred Warner. Obviously it's missing Nick Bosa. It's missing Mykel Williams. I mean, I'm dead serious. Was he worth the 11th pick in the draft? Probably not. But you know what? He's a great run defender. His impact on this defense is very similar to the impact that Eric Armstead had once upon a time. Eric Armstead never went to a Pro Bowl. Eric Armstead was never really a pass rusher except for that one year where he had a bunch of cleanup sacks because D Ford and DeForest Buckner and Nick Bosa were out there. Maybe Mykel Williams has a season like that where he has 9-10 sacks because he's the 4th best pass rusher on the line. But he is the best run defender on the line. When he's out there, they can stop the run. When he's not, damn, they cannot. And the fact that they couldn't put away the Titans, to me, is the story of this game. Not to be negative, but, you know, Brock Purdy's bounce back performance, sweet. It was the Titans. Ricky Pearsall went off, sweet. Let's see you do that against a team that's in the playoffs. Not that he can't, but I just don't think the Niners proved anything at all in this game. If they had won 37-10, you'd be like, all right, that's what a tier 1 team looks like. That 35-7, 37-10. That's what it looks like. You handle business. You step on their necks. You put backups in most of the fourth quarter. But the Niners didn't do that. It was a 21-point lead, and then it was a 10-point lead. Their defense couldn't get off the field. Their offense had to play defense at the end just with ball control. And that was against Tennessee. What's it going to look like when they face Chicago in 2 weeks, man? That's a better offense with a better quarterback. What's it going to look like against whoever they face in the playoffs? So it's a great day for the narratives. The Niners pushed back against some important narratives, but they really raised a lot of questions about their ability to beat good teams. They did what they had to do against Tennessee, but you feel like a championship team puts this game away. So where do the Niners really stack up? There's 3 games left. They have 10 wins. Are they in the top tier of NFC teams? I would have to say hell no. I think the top tier of NFC teams, the Rams are in it. The Rams are a really, really, really great team. Seattle's probably in it as well. Is Chicago in it? I don't know. Green Bay's not anymore, not without Michael Parsons. Tampa's not. Carolina's not. Detroit's not. Is Philly? Maybe. I feel like the Rams, Philly, Seattle, and maybe Chicago make up that top tier of NFC teams. And the Niners are just one tier below. They're with Detroit, Tampa, Green Bay. That's where the Niners are. And they know it. Maybe there was a trade at the deadline that they could have. I think there was a trade at the deadline. I think that's what's so tough about this. I mean, 4-game winning streak, maybe they run the table, but the defense just isn't good enough. Keon White, solid player. Cleveland Farrell, solid player. They have a lot of solid players on the defense, but you couldn't put away you give up 24 points to the Titans. They don't score 24 points very often. They do that against bad teams. So, good team, good season. Ultimately, they're going to fall short, and it'll be interesting to see why that day. But, hey, 4-game winning streak.